special meeting on 4/28. If we'd all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Laura?
Kevin Scramlin,
Here.
Janelle Keller,
Here.
Teresa Bills,
Here.
Keith Wiederhold,
Here.
Jim Christopher.
Excused. Any changes or additions to this huge agenda we have?
I can't add anything.
Oh, that's right, Jim's not here. Good, we're good.
Sorry, if anybody wanted to add anything, we can.
Can we adjourn?
Guess we'll just adjourn.
All right. Wanna make a motion to accept that?
I motion we accept the agenda for April 28th. I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comment, we'll open public comment, we'll close public comments. All right, John, you wanna run through the truck deal?
All right. As you know, we have engine 2 down at W.W. Williams getting repairs on it. During the repair of the pump packings, they noticed an issue with the gearbox on it. And so they dug into that, and to repair that, it would be an additional $5,106. So, that's, yeah. So I recommend doing the repairs on that. They sent the pictures along to justify what it was damaged inside.
Yeah, I
So
looked at 'em.
in order to have our frontline engine back in service, request an increase in the spending amount for that to total of $18,262.93, and that would be the total repairs for
Ladder and engine.
ladder and engine.
Would you say that number again, John?
18,000.
62.93.
Yep, and that's an increase from the previous 15,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Not an $18,000 increase, just the.
Increase.
The increase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they already started work on the gearbox?
It's all torn down, so they have the gears out, and they sent the pictures of it. They're all shot, and they showed pictures of the oil draining out from the inside. It's just full of shavings. So
Should we, that 18,000, should we call it 20,000 in case there's any incidentals as they put it back together, so we don't have to meet again? Just for that, just for the bump up?
to be on the safe side.
Is it quote solid, John? I mean, are they at the end of the line, or is there something else behind this one?
Well, I hope they're at the end of the line.
Well, I do too.
There's always a possibility it probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to round it to a flat 20. Justin is still working.
It's your budget. You tell
Yeah,
me.
Justin still is working with them to try and get them
Cause he was trying to get some money back.
to make sure the labor they have in there isn't a quoted labor for doing the gearbox and then a separate one for
Yeah.
doing the pump, since the pump was already out.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he is working on that
Okay.
with them, so hopefully we can get some more off, but there's always still a possibility of other things being found.
But I'd make a motion that we approve up to $20,000 for the fire truck repairs
From which line?
And
from the equipment line, right?
From fire department equipment
The
line?
fire department equipment line, is there money there for it?
That was what we had approved before,
Yeah.
so this would just be an increase in that, correct? Is that what you're
Yes.
asking for?
Yep.
I'll support.
Lori, I'll do a roll call, please.
Kevin Scramlin,
Yes.
Janelle Keller,
Yes.
Teresa Bills,
Yes.
Keith Wiederhold.
Yes.
What's your next one, John, for the
And
education?
then I have one of our employees wanting to go into the education reimbursement program. And his request is for EMT school at Macomb Community College. He just started, but he is, Dobbs has known him for some time and he's a good kid, so.
How old is he, John?
Well, he's a welding instructor at the college,
Oh, okay.
so he kinda wants to,
Not like under 18.
Yeah.
right, no,
Just
no,
young
Gotcha.
guy.
Okay.
no, he's
Yeah.
middle-aged,
Gotcha.
so he's wanting to do a career change.
Oh,
So, we do have a proposed contract with them for the $2 an hour for, I believe it was 3 years. In here we designated. The total of the class and equipment would be $2,632.24.
Where does that come from in your budget? We have a training line or?
I do have professional development, I can use that out of, but I only have $5,000 in there originally slated for the year, which is pretty tight. I am pretty fat on volunteer pay, which ultimately that would come back out of repaying it with the time that he works. So I think it would be in my best interest to take it out of that line.
Just a thought, I was thinking about this yesterday, I kind of mentioned it to somebody,
we
you?
were, I think me and Teresa were both standing. You talking about creating its own GL?
Yeah, I think maybe it would be helpful to create
A separate line
a
item
separate
for
line
it.
item for this, and we can put it, like pocket it, maybe right under, shift or volunteer, so you have an entirely separate line that would still be,
In
Pay.
that,
yeah. So, I mean, you could just do a budget amendment out of, like, volunteer, if you're thinking that's where it would be best to come from,
mhm,
and put it into this new line if you wanted to do that,
okay,
if that works, if that makes the most sense. And then you could see what's coming out.
it does,
And you could even credit that down the road as.
I
it
could
comes
keep
back.
track of it a lot better.
Back into it.
Right, so we
Sure.
kinda have an idea of how much has been taken, as he finishes.
Mhm.
We're not gonna see that right now, but if you wanna do something like that, we could,
I think that would be the best.
okay,
Probably be the easiest way for you to track it.
that's what I'm thinking too.
So then I would need to request to make a budget amendment and create a new line item for education.
Yep, I would do
Under-
education reimbursement,
Yep, and that would be under, the payroll.
I think it's under payroll. Cushioned with volunteer and shift pay.
Do I need to come up with numbers right
I was
now?
just gonna say,
Or,
how much money? I mean, it's 26.
I think, to start, I think I'd be safe with $10,000
Okay,
out of the volunteer pay.
okay. That would be my motion.
What is that motion?
Laura just got it. Basically to create a new line item, with the budget amendment, removing $10,000 from his volunteer pay and adding it to a new line item for education reimbursement program where we can monitor those funds.
And is part of that to accept this particular application?
That is not
That'll
this
be a
one,
separate-
that is a
Okay,
separate
that's
item.
a sep- okay,
Yeah,
gotcha, so you're just making the motion.
That's
to
just a
create
bud-
the line item.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Alright, I'll support that. It's just moving money around.
It's
from
just,
one
it's
line
the
item
same,
to
Do we
yeah.
have a roll call for that since it's money?
We
I mean, we're not
Can.
spending it.
Figuring it's.
Yeah, we're not actually applying any money, that's literally just like shifting from where it's at in the
I didn't
budget,
know
but we
it would be in the
can,
budget amendment.
yeah, we can,
Do a roll call.
Janelle Keller,
yes.
Teresa Bills,
Yes.
Keith Weiderhold,
Yes.
Kevin Scramble.
Yes. Oh. So then we need to make another motion to,
Approve the agreement.
So I just have a quick question, there's some documents here that have pricing on it, but the amounts that are filled in item number 3 on the contract are different. Like, how did you arrive at those numbers? Is it just that we're not paying 100%, or is this from,
I see the same numbers, Teresa.
It's the same, he's going through,
oh, this is a different sheet.
he's also going through fire school through the college, and we're sponsoring him through, so he'll use our gear in our
Okay,
SCBA
all
through
right.
that,
Gotcha.
and that's probably the other one you're
So
looking
this
at.
is for the non-sponsored, is the higher price?
The
right?
EMT
Because he's gonna be
class.
sponsored, he doesn't have to purchase a lot of these things.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a win-win for us and him. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll make a motion that we approve, Callum Crewell to be a part of the education reimbursement program, and the Groveland Fire covers $2,632.24 for him to be a sponsored student at the Fire Academy at Macomb Community College.
I'll support it.
That one does need a roll call.
I was giving her time.
Teresa Bells,
Yes.
Keith Winterhold,
Yes.
Kevin Scramlin,
Yes.
Janelle Keller.
Yes. John, I see that this was due April 21st. Any thoughts?
It's fine, class doesn't start yet,
Okay,
if I can get it out, then he's all set.
Hello, John.
I'm like, okay, I'm put in my place.
All right, public comment. We'll close public comment. I'll make a motion here.
Motion, we adjourn at 10:19 a.m.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.